Hi, Michelle Klassen here. I'm the candidate for Washington County Commissioner, District 5, that represents Woodbury. Today, I'm here to talk to you about the importance of voting and how to vote. One of my many responsibilities as a city leader was to oversee elections. I've trained hundreds of election judges on our election laws and our processes. And I'm here to tell you that your vote matters and your vote is counted. I've recently, in the last month, requested my AB ballot. An absentee ballot is what we have in Minnesota versus what you're also hearing Trump say is the mail-in ballot. Both are the same. However, your vote does matter and it is protected in Minnesota. I can tell you that many things that he is saying currently is false. It is tactics to voter suppress, and it really does irk me to my core that he's putting doubts of the election process in people's minds. So today I felt compelled to tell you how I got the envelope in the mail and how I'm sending it, just to kind of make you feel more comfortable with the process. I know that it's scary to go into an election and vote because you're not really sure how the process goes, especially when you're in your 20s. I'm here to tell you that we're here to help. Election representatives are by the phone waiting for you to call and be there to help with any issues that you might have. So part of requesting your AB ballot is once you get it in the mail, you have some things that you need to do. So it'll come in a big envelope like this. It's huge. This inside, you will see several things. You will see instructions from Washington County, and these ones are green. And then you will have a tan envelope that I already put in my ballot in, and you'll have an envelope that looks like this. And on the other side, it has your signature that you need, and as well as they ask for your 4 digits of your Social Security, the last digits, and they also ask for your driver's license. You can do one or the other. It doesn't matter. But you do need to sign that. If you're non-registered, they will send you more information than the normal person will get, and you'll need to have someone witness that. The instructions will be very specific. I ask that if you have any confusion whatsoever, to definitely call the election services number, which I'll provide at the end of this video for you. Any questions that you have, please definitely call or email, or you can, I don't think you can text, but you can do a lot of things to get that information found, even on mnvotes.org, where I requested my AB application and ballot. So once you complete your ballot for the primary, well, let's go back a little bit. So when you get your ballot, they will have different parties. So it'll have Democratic Party and it'll have Republican. You can't vote interchangeably. You have to stay within the party lines on the ballot. I know that's really confusing to people, but you have to make sure that you follow the directions very closely when you're doing this. I want to make sure that your ballot doesn't have to be returned to you. It is still not too late to request your AB ballot. You can request that right now. When you get it in the mail, send it back as fast as you can. It needs to be postmarked before August 11th. That said, I want to show you more of how to do this. So once you fill out your ballot and you put your ballot into the tan envelope, you seal it into this envelope. And then with that, they send you a postmarked envelope. And it looks like this. So you're going to put this into this and seal it. You want to make sure, like I said, to get it into the mail before August 11th. If you're not sure and you just don't know how to do this process, no problem. You can come in to many of the election service headquarter areas around Woodbury to vote. And you can also vote in at the headquarters in Stillwater. So if you have questions and you just aren't sure about the process when you get it in the mail, it's okay. We are here to give you lots of ways to vote because we want your vote to matter and we want it to count. In Minnesota, we don't want to restrict people from voting. We want people to vote and be able to do so. But we also want you to understand that your vote really does matter. It's your civic obligation. as a citizen to vote. You want an equal representation of what you see and what you feel inside your heart. You need to do your research on your candidates and vote for those candidates that you feel like you're aligned best with. You know, I would, as an elections administrator, many times I would get calls of, tell me about this candidate. How do I find information about this candidate? And, you know, this is what I would tell people. You know, there are going to be cable channels that'll do some type of town hall meeting a lot of times, or there'll be some type of debate, I guess I would say it, loosely defined debate. You can find them on Facebook. If you Google their names, you can find them on Google. They might have a website. And that's really the way to research your candidates. What I feel like with the COVID-19 pandemic, you have an opportunity to really do a lot of the research at home. So I feel like even more so than ever, it's your obligation to do your research, make sure your candidates align with what you're looking for your city representation, your county representation, your Senate, your anybody that you feel that you really want to align with. Make sure you do your research. Research and ask questions of your candidates. They want your vote, then they should be there to answer the questions that you might have in regards to how they feel about certain things. I'm not on the ballot, so I feel compelled to talk about the primary ballot and how important it is to vote in the primaries. It's something that a lot of people, unfortunately, the percentage is pretty low for primaries, and that is difficult to handle as somebody who truly, and for me, truly loves democracy and feels that voting is so important, and I can't stress that enough. And we really need your vote, especially in the primary. So let me talk to you about the primary. The primary is on August 11th. You have early voting options 7 days prior to the August 11th primary date. You can vote. You can go into those locations around the city to vote. And if you have any questions, like I said, there are people that are just waiting to get that phone call. So please vote. Again, it's your civic duty. It's the way our democracy works is by showing your interest, the power of voting, and please don't give up on because the process seems confusing. Don't give up. And again, try and talk to other friends about voting too. I have friends myself who don't vote. It's very hard as somebody who's trained and as an election administrator and invested so many hours into the process to find out that people still don't vote. So please vote in August 11th. And if you have any questions, like I said, reach out to me. Michelle Klassen. I am your candidate for Washington County District 5.